Saturday live in the English Premier League, Tottenham Hotspur started off with an early kickoff versus Newcastle United at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and they started really well in the game by scoring the first goal of the game. On the 4th minute, Dominic Solanke fired Tottenham up and opened the scoring for Tottenham, but it didn't take so long. After 2 minutes later, there was a goal from the side of Newcastle United. Anthony Gordon scored a brilliant goal for Newcastle to equalize for Newcastle, and then there was the second goal from Newcastle from Alexander Isak. He's playing so well, scoring a lot of goals for Newcastle this season. He's a prolific striker for Newcastle. So Newcastle won at the end of the 90 minutes, 2-1 victory at away. Incredible victory and important victory for Newcastle at the end of the 90 minutes. And Ange Postecoglou spoke after the game. He was angry. He said he's never been pissed like this in his career, and it's okay to feel that way because his team is not playing so well defensively. They started the game pretty well, but I've always believed that the pairing between Dragusin and Gray seemed to not be working, and it's been a strain on the path of the defense of Tottenham Hotspurs, and it has been a havoc. It has been a terrible pairing for Tottenham Hotspurs in recent weeks. They've been showing string of inconsistent performances, and they've not been playing well defensively, and clearly they are not grinding the results. And at the end of the 90 minutes, Newcastle won at away, 2-1 victory. Kudos to Newcastle in that one. Also at Etihad Stadium, Manchester City won by 4-1 against West Ham. An own goal from Sufal started the game with a brace from Erling Braut Haaland and also a goal from Phil Foden. A consolation goal from Nicholas Fulkrug ended the game with 4-1 against Everton. An incredible performance from West Ham. They are back to winning ways. Double wins, 2 consecutive wins, and it looks good for Pep Guardiola at this point. They are back on track and they are set on the league table as well. A good way to start in the new year for Manchester City after going through a series of awful performances in the English Premier League as well as the Champions League. Bournemouth also won at home at Vitality Stadium against Everton. Incredible game for Bournemouth. They continued their unbeaten streak at home, and it was an important victory for them as well. 1-0. The only goal of the game came on the 77th minute from Brooks. Bournemouth created a lot of chances. In fact, they missed a lot of chances in that game. They are a free-flowing team. They play so well. They create a lot of chances in the game. They created 5 big chances in the game, and they missed out on all 5 big chances. But at the end of the 90 minutes, Brooks fired one past the goalkeeper of Everton, that is Jordan Pickford, the number 1 goalkeeper of England. And at the end of the 90 minutes, it was 1-0. 3 points won at Vitality Stadium against Everton. Everton have been very conservative in their last 5 games, yet they've not been able to grind the results, and they've not been able to win a single game in their last 5 games, drawing 3 and losing 2 as well. So that is how it ended at Vitality Stadium. At Villa Park in West Midlands, Aston Villa started the game really well from a goal from Barkley in the second half. In the first half, it was a cagey game, end-to-end action. Aston Villa played chunk of the possession, but they didn't create much in the first half. They didn't show much threat in the final third of the opposition. But in the second half, things turned around. They played so well. They created a lot of opportunities, and they scored the first goal of the game. They were able to opening the scoring through was Barkley on the 58th minute, but then Leicester City also equalized through Mavididi. Jordan Ayew on the right side of attack swung a cross in. Jamie Vardy fired one, but then a save was made by Martinez. A rebound from Mavididi to convert it into the back of the net, and it was the equalizer for Leicester City. But then Aston Villa reacted really well with a goal from Leon Bailey, securing 2-1 victory at Villa Park. Good enough for Aston Villa to get a 3 maximum points at the end of the 90 minutes. And I think Ruud van Nistelrooy's side is facing ups and downs. He started really well in his first game. The pairing of Soumare and Ndidi was a perfect pairing. I've always said that the injury of Ndidi has not helped Ruud van Nistelrooy in this situation, because that pairing really seemed to click, and Winks with Soumare in the heart of midfield has not seemed to work for Ruud van Nistelrooy in the English Premier League. So that is how it ended at Villa Park, with Aston Villa winning by 2-1. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea at Selhurst Park also ended in a draw, 1-1 draw. Chelsea fired the first goal of the game through Cole Palmer. Beautiful switch and a dynamic play from Jadon Sancho on the left side of attack, beautiful run, went past his marker and beat 3 defenders with just a simple pass to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer then converted it at the back of the net. Beautiful finish from Cole Palmer to get the first goal of the game. But then Mateta and Eberechi combined to secure the equalizer for Chelsea. Chelsea have not shown great performances in their past 4 games. They've struggled in their past 4 games, and it doesn't look good for Chelsea at all at this point. They are yet to win a game in their last 4 games, and it doesn't look good for Chelsea at all. Drawing at Goodison Park against Everton, losing at home against Fulham, and also losing at away against Ipswich Town, and now drawing at away against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. It doesn't look good for Chelsea. They've dropped so many points in their last 4 games. They've had only 2 points in their last 4 games, and it doesn't look good for Chelsea in the English Premier League at all. So that is it. That is how it ended at Selhurst Park in that game as well. Arsenal also played later in the evening, but then before that, Southampton experienced a baptism of fire from Brentford. Brentford played so well in that game, an away game, scoring 5, keeping clean sheets, and dominating the game by far. Was an exceptional performance from Brentford. Wissa scored the goal and assisted as well. Brian Mbeumo scored 2 goals in there, and Kevin Shade also scored a goal in there. With Lewis Porter scoring a goal in there, making it 5-0 for Brentford. Incredible performance for Brentford as away against Southampton. Southampton have been poor in their performances since the start of the league, and I believe that they will go back to Championship. They've not shown zeal, they've not shown aggression, they've not shown enthusiasm in the game. They don't show any sign of emergency in their play, and it is costing them, and that is how it is going to be. I feel they will go back to Championship at the end of the season as well. So Brighton also welcome Arsenal at American Express Stadium. Incredible game. How Arteta set up his team was excellent. Ethan Nwaneri was special on the right side of attack, replacing Bukayo Saka. I think Arsenal have found a gem in that 17-year-old boy. He's playing so well. In the past 2 games, he showed beautiful cameos, showed exceptional performance, showed that he can be trusted, and also showed that he is worth giving the chance as well. So he scored the first goal of the game, but then Arsenal got hit through a penalty, and Joao Pedro got the equalizer from for Brighton and Hove Albion. At the end of the 90 minutes, it was 1-1 draw, point shared. Arsenal dropped a point in this one as well. So that is it for today in the English Premier League Saturday live matches. Let's head to the league table. Liverpool are still on top of the league table with 45 points after 18 games. Arsenal have played 20 games, but then they have 40 points. Nottingham Forest have played 19 games, and they have 37 points, with Chelsea lying at 4th. They've played 20 games. They have 36 points in there as well. That is your top 4 in there. Thank you for sticking with me through this quick one. My name has always been Anderson. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get bits and bits of amazing news, analysis, and reaction on this channel. Stay safe and bye-bye.